Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today, in the title, I'm going to show you how to do a really simple, easy fence stretcher. The best fence builder. But this fence stretcher is something I was shown a long time ago of how to make one, and it does work and it works good. So all you're going to need is 2 boards. These are, what are these, 2x8s, 2x10, something like that. 2x6, 2x8s, easy to work if you got them laying around. I've cut these boards to 48 inches because we have a 48-inch fence. You can do it with a shorter boards if that's what you got. It just isn't as great. Like this one we stretched with another one. I used some other boards I had laying around, and this thing's, it's tight, and the stretcher's not on it no more. I mean, it's tight, but I didn't like how it ended at the end or whatever, because the board, it was a little short. So I'm making a new one. It's going to go from the top wire to the bottom wire, and it's super easy. Like I said, I was showing this a long time ago when I built fence. All we're going to do, we got our 2 boards. They're stacked like this. Make sure they're even or whatever. And you're going to drill a hole. At least, I'm going to say at least 4. Don't do less than 4 bolts. So we got our bolts here and washers. I like doing you can see there's a little washer and a big washer on each side. Yes, these are going to get dented and squished because you're going to crank these things down. But what's going to eventually happen is it's not going to be, the wire's not going to be pulled with the bolt, really. Because if you just had, your 4 bolts here, so you're pulling from a couple different points, well, that's going to stretch this and it's not going to be as strong as a hold. If you can get your bolt about here in the middle, when you on your board, up or down, whatever, and when you crank these things too, the force of holding it, just like I can hold this bolt here by pushing in from the outer sides, and I'm holding it in place. It's the same thing right there. It's the same as, like I'm holding it from underneath here, but by pinching on the sides, and that's what you're doing when you're cranking all these bolts down. So we're going to put that board, will be, laying across here at the end, of course, where we're stretching it. And then you put your bolts in, and you just crank these bad boys, crank them down to where they're nice and solid and nice and tight. And that board's going to be, like I said, pinching on this wire, all this wire, these knots, holding it tight. So that's going to be our plan. Like I said, this is going to be simple, quick and easy. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how this thing, actually in action. So, all right, let me do this real quick. We'll do this in some fast forward mode. Be right back. Alright, so we're going to use this thing real quick. See, we got our boards on there. All you do is put it through there, bolt it down, get it nice and tight. I take a chain. Oh, if I can get this out of here. Hook one on the top. Got one around the bottom. One around the top. Then we're going to hook it. We got our side-by-side over here. We're going to hook it to this winch on the side-by-side and just pull it. And then that's really all there is to it.